Okay, picture this. You could actually make some pretty decent money, maybe hundreds, even thousands of dollars, just by thinking up names for businesses. Seriously. Not designing logos, not building websites, none of that. Just the name. Welcome to our deep dive into brand naming. It sounds niche, but it's a surprisingly real side hustle.
Yeah, and it's fascinating why this is even a thing, right? I mean, think about it. New companies, new products, they're launching constantly,
Yeah.
every single day. And every single one needs a name. Not just any name, but something catchy, memorable, brandable. And here's the kicker. The domain name has to be available.
Ah, the domain name, that's the bottleneck, isn't it?
It really is. It makes finding that perfect name so much harder than you'd initially think.
Right.
Creates real demand.
Okay, that makes total sense. So given that demand, how does someone listening, maybe someone creative, actually get started with this? Is it like, are there specific places to go?
Absolutely. There are platforms built just for this. You've got places like Squadhelp, which runs contests. A company posts what they need, a brief, and people like you submit name ideas.
So you can just jump in casually.
You totally can. A lot of people start that way,
Mm,
submit a few names here and there,
sure.
but then there are others who, well, they go all in. They really dive deep.
All in. What does that look like?
They're researching market trends, looking at what's coming next, learning about naming psychology even, trying to build up a portfolio of names they think might sell later. There's also Namealyx, which uses AI to help generate ideas and check domains right away.
Naming psychology.
Yeah,
That sounds interesting. What's involved there? Is it about how names sound?
exactly. It's about understanding how sounds, syllables, even the sort of cultural vibe of a word can affect how memorable it is, how people
Yeah.
perceive the brand. Short, strong names like Nike feel different than longer, maybe more descriptive ones. It's a bit of an art, a bit of marketing science mixed together.
Right, making it stick. And you mentioned a portfolio. That sounds like it leads somewhere else too, beyond just contests.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm.
This is where it gets really interesting for those who go all in. We're talking about the resale market for domain names.
Ah, like digital real estate. Domain clipping.
Precisely. Think of it exactly like that. You spot a potentially great brandable domain name, maybe register it for, say, $12. Then you list it for sale on marketplaces like Sedo or NamePros. And depending on the name, it could go for hundreds, maybe $300 or even thousands. We've seen examples, $12 turning into $3,000
$3,000 just for the name and the matching.com.
or even more. It sounds crazy, but the right name hitting at the right time for the right niche. It can be worth a small fortune. It's about spotting trends, maybe a new tech buzzword, or a shift in how people talk about something.
Okay, those numbers are definitely attention grabbing. But let's be real, how often does that actually happen? Is it like winning the lottery or is there skill involved?
It's definitely not a guaranteed win every time.
Especially with contests, you'll submit ideas that don't get picked. That's just part of it. And domain flipping takes patience, research, maybe some upfront cash to hold the names. So yeah, there's creativity, bit of luck involved. But here's the thing. The startup world, it never sleeps. There's always someone new looking for that killer name. The opportunity is constant.
And it's not just tech startups, right?
Not at all. Think local businesses revamping their image, influencers needing a brand name, coaches, podcasters. Anyone building a public presence needs a name that pops. You could even offer naming as like a freelance service. Maybe combine it with a bit of branding advice, and suddenly you're running a little micro agency focused just on that.
So pulling this all together for you listening, what this really means is there's this kind of hidden opportunity to use your creativity, maybe that knack for words you have, to actually generate income. Whether it's casual contest entries or going deeper into domain flipping or even building a small service around it, it seems surprisingly accessible.
Absolutely. And who knows, right? Maybe the next billion-dollar brand, the next household name, could actually start with an idea that pops into your head. So next time you think of a really cool, unique name, maybe something that just feels right. Don't just, dismiss it. Jot it down. Maybe even do a quick domain check online. It could actually pay off